Really? There we go. It's stuck in there and not wanting to cooperate. I was just trying to move a few things over here. Okay, let me go ahead and get myself shared in to a few groups. And I'll do this later. So I am Tanya with Tanya's Crafting Creations. It'll be just a moment here while I get myself shared out a little here. Where is that? I have a group that I have that I can share it into, and then if you're in that group that you get notified when I go live. But oh, there we go. I couldn't find the group at first. Or the group chat. I found it now, though. Okay, I think that worked. Where's the group? Messenger. Oh, I did go. For some reason, it just didn't show up. Okay. Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay. Oh, why did I close that? There we go. I was going to share it to my regular profile. Hi, Tammy. So when you come in, say hi so I know you're here. Facebook is being a little weird, so sometimes it shows that people are on and then they're not, and sometimes people are on, but then it doesn't show you. And if you are catching a replay, do hashtag replay so that I know that you've watched, and then that way I can tell you hi. And then if you're new, let me know. That way we can welcome you in. And I'm sharing my chair with my little Bindi here. And I forgot to turn my ring light on. Forgot to turn the serger on. That does help. This is my adorable little Snoodle, little Bindi. She's with me almost every time. Okay, so for today, I don't think I need this. So let's get that out of my way. Okay. So I have this sign that originally came from Dollar General. Originally it was $6, but I got it on a clearance, so I got it for probably like $2 or $3. Already has beads on it. I can always paint them if I want to, or you can easily take these off too if you wanted different ones. So I mean, it's a cute sign, without doing anything to it, but there's something here. You want down, Pumpkin Nose? Here, let Mama get you down. Whoops. We'll sat her on the cat line. And believe me, that would not have went over well. Okay, so we're going to use this for a fall sign. So we have this pumpkin that I cut in half. We have this one that I cut in half. And then this one. And I don't remember now if I told you hi, but hi, Tammy. Okay, so I don't know. I need to charge this. I'm going to paint those pumpkins because, for one, they're kind of chipped, so you can see the white of the foam. So we're going to paint them and then glue them on. But we're also going to paint this too. But I wanted to see, because we have a lot of room here. So we're going to put some fall words up on top. What? Okay. Come on, go away. For crying out loud. I was pulling up my Cricut and it wanted to switch me to off of materials, so go to the canvas really quick. I'll see what words we can put on here. Hi, Kimberly. Trying to think of words to put up at the top. So there's this one that says follows proof of where the heck did my video go? There we go. I have no clue what just happened. No clue at all. That was weird. I don't know if it happened on your guys' end too, but I'm assuming it did. Okay. And of course I did it when I had my Cricut over the top, so I couldn't see. I don't know if I bumped something or what, but I'm working on getting things situated to where I don't have as much on the desk so that it doesn't get bumped and stuff. And so I have an order placed to have a thing that clamps onto the desk for the microphone, and then I'm placing an order for the one to hold the ring light, and then that way that stuff will be off the desk. That way it will give me more room. Okay. So we have fall is proof that change is beautiful. Fall breeze and autumn leaves is another saying. Pumpkins farm fresh produce. That's not bad. Fall leaves are falling, autumn's calling. There's a lot of cute sayings on Cricut. Cricut. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's do trying to remember what color I used last time. No, not you. Not you. In my hand. And I need that. Okay. You keep going off. I swear this tablet hates me. Okay, I'm going to take the pumpkins off here for the moment because we're going to, if I can keep hold of them. Oh, I do need cashew. Okay, I'm going to paint this really quick. While I decide on how I want the pumpkins. I want to see something really quick. Sometimes you can't tell what the stain's going to look like if it's not like a normal wood. Actually, I like that. Okay. I've put it on some wood frames and I haven't liked the color, so that's why I was checking. If you don't like the shade of it on the wood, all you have to do is take cashew paint, paint it with that first, and then go over it with your antique wax once you're finished. And that will give you a really pretty stain. We might have to do, why did I put it over there? We might have to do 2 coats of this, maybe, to go over it. Actually, I'm just going to do that too. Okay, I don't need that, so that can get down. That'll give us a little more room. So, did everyone have a good day? I didn't really do a whole lot today. I actually didn't wake up until like 3 o'clock, 3:30. I was not feeling well. And I think I was just exhausted. So I got up way late. I ended up sleeping a full 12 hours though. So I must have needed the sleep. That's all I can say. So tomorrow we have our cow event. It's a 2-day event, so it's tomorrow and the next day. That's good, Tammy. You know, sometimes it's just nice not doing anything. It really can be nice just staying home, doing nothing. I placed an order from Walmart, and they came and delivered it. Hi, Julie. How are you doing? I was going to post earlier what time I was going to go live, but I wasn't sure what time. And I haven't been going live much unless it was for an event, so I kind of almost forgot it was going to. But I said I was going to go live, so I did. I was just watching TV with my brother. So I had accidentally got some of the cashew on the wood. And so I just went ahead and I'm going to cover the whole thing with cashew, and then that will just make the stain even brighter and prettier. I've done that before when I was doing bee crafts for like the honey pot. I made the honey pot with Dollar Tree. It was a clear one of their like candy dish things or canister things, whatever. And I painted it in cashew, and then I painted it over the top with antique wax, and it made it look like it was real wood, even though it was just a glass container. And I'm going to dry this really quick. But even though it was a glass container, it looked like it was real wood. And it's nice that you can do that. But we're going to do some stacking pumpkins. Oh, hi, Teresa. I need to get my comments back up. I think my tablet just needed a little more battery before it would do it. Maybe? Yeah. It didn't look like it was working at first. I want to get it all dry before I do any more paint because it's just going to smear it and get it to come off. So when you guys come on, just say hi so I know that you're watching. Because sometimes that number thing doesn't always accurately say. I know from when I've watched lives and I see more than the amount it says is watching who are commenting, and I always kind of wondered if it didn't count the pages that we're watching. Hey, Wendy. But yeah, I always kind of wondered if it just didn't count the pages, like when you watch from a page, versus when you watch otherwise. But I don't know, it just went up and Wendy's watching from her page, so I guess that's not the case. I wondered if maybe, when you watched from a page, it didn't show in the number, but apparently it does. I am painting this cashew. I almost said white. And I am going to glue on, some pumpkins. And then I'm going to cut out some letters with my Cricut. Since now I know how to use it. I can guarantee you it won't be like the last time I tried using it when I was live. But yeah, I was going to go live and then I kind of forgot about it because, my whole day was slipped away, basically. And so I've never heard of that kind, Wendy. I know you said the name of it the last time when we were talking about it, and I have never heard of it. But there's also like a Loki or Lukey or something like that brand too that I didn't know about until recently. I actually find my Cricut pretty easy to use. Once I was just trying to use it. I was trying to use the Cricut 3 Maker like I used my Cricut Joy. And that was my only problem. But once I realized it doesn't work quite the same, then it works perfect. I've had no problems since then. Sometimes it's hard to tell what's brands and stuff when you're trying to read reviews and stuff. I don't remember what it was I was reading a review about. Someone said it was hard to use or something, and when I went to use it, it worked perfect, and it just made me wonder if it was just the person doing it was not knowing what they were doing or doing something wrong, more user error than it actually being an issue with the product. What the heck? Why are you blinking at me? I don't know what that was. Oh, you mean when you cut it? Hold on. You mean like getting it off of this? Let me show you something really quick. Darn it. Okay, what I read is, okay, you have your Cricut pad or any pad, because I have pads that aren't Cricut. I bought other pads from my Cricut Joy that weren't Cricut brand. And all you do, instead of peeling it off, you bend it. You can't bend these to a way that they're gonna wreck, really. So if you just bend it and let the corner poke up, then it helps. Also, if it's sticking too bad, try using a different kind of mat. So, for instance, this is a strong grip mat. They have strong, they have whatever the heck the regular one is called, and I don't remember. Standard grip. They have standard grip, they have strong grip, and they have a light grip. Strong grip is what you want to use if you're using Dollar Tree vinyl. If you're using Dollar Tree vinyl for anything, strong grip, it works perfect. I could see that was thick in there. I made an adorable bee with the Cricut vinyl once. Or not Cricut, the Dollar Tree vinyl, and it worked perfect. Okay, so we have this board, which was a Dollar General one, We've got ourselves our pumpkins. And then we're going to do a sign up here. Hi, Judy. So I'm not going to keep it this orange because it's got parts that are peeling off of the foam. But I am going to paint this one orange. So I'm thinking maybe an orange. What do you guys think? Would orange and like either moss, whatever that is, still wet. Either mouse. Oh my gosh. Either now I can't say the word moss or celery for the second one, and then like ivory for the top one. What do you guys think? Agave would be cute. What 3 colors do you think would look cute on these? How about that? Let's go with that part. What do you guys think? What 3 colors would look cute together? And while you're thinking that, I'm going to do the last part of the board. Also, I am making tumblers now too. And this is one of my tumblers that I made. So I made one with my logo. They keep things all the time. And I'm doing them 25 if you buy 1 and 20 if you buy 2 or more. So if anyone's interested, just let me know. Hey, Wendy. Did we ever decide who was sharing when for this event? Since it's both during, we can talk about it after, but I can share the beginning part of both since you are working. We might have talked about that before, but I honestly don't remember if we did talk about it before or not. I'm drinking the Pedialyte for adults that comes in the powder. Okay, that's good to know. I kind of figured that, and that's fine with me too. Hey, I slept 12 hours last night, so why am I looking at that? I'm looking at that because the screen's right in front of my face. I slept 12 hours last night, so I'm good with doing morning. Because I know I'm not going to be able to sleep that late tomorrow. Yeah. When I sleep that long in one day, I can't. I can't sleep any longer after that. Okay, we're going to use antique wax, but I need to tape up this really quick. Yeah, where are you, green one? There you are. I was going to say, I just had you. Oh, I will. I'll get some sleep tonight. Just, I know I won't be able to sleep very long tonight, but I'll at least be able to sleep some. Night before last, I got very little sleep just because I couldn't sleep. Oh, and then I was going to say, if anyone wants any aprons made or tote bags made or like with a certain design on it or your logo. And I'll be making some stuff up too, but for people to see. I need to make myself a apron. That would save my jackets that I wear. You don't know how much I'm scrubbing some of these to get the paint out. And if I remember, I can usually get the paint out good. But if I don't remember, that is a struggle. Usually it doesn't end with me getting the tape off. Or the paint off. This is not exactly squared. Okay, one more spot. But yeah, Wendy actually reminded me about tonight that I said I was going to go live. Once I get back in the hang of it, I'll be able to do it better. I haven't went live other than an event for a while, so it's hard to get back into the kick of remembering. However, my brother is pretty good at reminding me. He just didn't know I was going to. So now he'll be like, "Are you going to go live? Are you going to go live? Are you going to go live tonight?" He's very good at reminding me. Okay. We don't need a big brush, so let's go with that one. What? Oh my goodness, Wendy. What were you thinking? Were you thinking someone was behind you, or were you thinking it was a bug, or what? I've done that before. Out of the corner of my eye, see something, and it's like, oh, nothing. Mostly like if you're walking outside. Because in the town that we used to live in, I've never had it happen here, thankfully. I was outside on our porch. And we had just gotten these kittens from my aunt. And they were in cages, or a cage on the porch. There were 2 little kittens. And I don't know. I got this weird feeling. And I'm pretty good at trusting my instincts like that. And so I got this really weird feeling. And then I turned around and this guy was standing behind our garbage can at the curb, wearing all black, had a hoodie on, and he was just standing there staring at me. And this was like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and it was dark out. And oh my goodness, did that freak me out. I grabbed the cage with those kittens in it, and I went in the house. I wasn't even leaving my kittens out there. I grabbed those cats and I ran. Well, not ran, but I went in the house as quick as I possibly could. Because I had had that feeling for a little while. I was standing there playing with them, and then and I had looked. I had seen someone walk by way before then, but they were walking the other way. Well, apparently he turned around and came back. But it freaked me out. I didn't even put those kittens out there that night. I kept them in the house. But yeah, it freaked me out. Well, and I mean, honestly, I had good reason for being freaked out too, because we had it wasn't like really close together, but we had footprints going around the house and up to my bedroom window and up to one of the other bedrooms. Because it was winter, so it was snowy outside, and so we saw the footprints. And then they had unstacked some of the lawn chairs and had pulled it back over towards one of the windows, and to where they pulled it, it looked like they were trying to maybe stand up in it to look in the window, because it was a window that was higher up than any of the rest. And then they went up to both of the back doors and everything. And at that time, no one was sleeping in those rooms. But it was just weird. Or I can't remember. Maybe my mom was sleeping in the one. But yeah, it's just. Then, of course, you call the police, and their response was, well, they're not there now, are they? I thought, are you kidding me? That's not the point. The point is they were at some point. Small town, though. And even, some of the bigger towns are probably just as bad. The funny thing, though, is later. Okay, the footprints thing, I guess, was after that. Because that cat that was in the cage was older at the time when that other time happened. Because... Oh, no, this was another time. We had a couple weird things. Yeah, we put up security cameras. Well, we had just one before at the other house, but we have more now. And we want to put one up in the backyard, but I'm not good with heights, and my brother doesn't really care for heights either. But okay, I'm gonna dry what I have and then get the other spots done. Or I guess I can do this part here. So we also had a time too when this must have been before. So we had one time when the dogs didn't growl, nothing. Yeah, that was the footprints outside my window. So the dogs didn't growl at all. They didn't hear anything. But my cat that night was at the window growling, which was bizarre. He was at the window just growling. I didn't think anything of it at the time because the dog next door wasn't barking, and my dogs weren't barking. I think I just had the one at that time, but yeah, I don't blame you there, Wendy. That was a good idea. Okay, I think I have all but up here. And then the other time was before the cats. I can remember just because of which animals I had at the time. I had my Shih Tzu. Oh, that's good. I had my Shih Tzu and Samantha. And for some reason, because normally I just left her in bed when I got up to go to the bathroom. And for some reason, I don't know why. I still don't know why to this day, but for some reason I took her with me. And I got into the kitchen because you had to go from my room to get to the bathroom. You had to go through the kitchen. And so I was in the kitchen, and all of a sudden I heard the doorknob on the front door turn. And oh my God, my dog, she took off running to that door, and she started barking like she was a big dog. Shih Tzus are not big, but she sounded like a big dog. And you could hear that front door, the screen door outside slam shut, and then you heard the gate slam. And I just thought, oh my gosh. And I knew I had checked that door that night before. And I went and I checked the door, and it was unlocked. But it was locked before I went to bed, so they must have picked it or something. I didn't sleep the rest of the night. I could not get back to sleep. Yeah, they've extended it how many times now, Wendy? That's so irritating. And that's because he's there. It's not like the court exactly making it longer. It's him, right? Making excuse after excuse to get it put off or something. Oh, jeez. That has been a while. You know why they do that? To them, that's their way of, they think they can't kind of irritate you themselves. So he's probably hoping by doing that he can get in your head more. His way of staying in control. If he can get it delayed, then he's kind of trying to be in control. Oh, that's so stupid. People are irritating. Here, let me show you guys this real quick. So that's kind of what we have so far. And I'm not going to take that tape off until it's dried because I don't want any of this wet to roll under it. That's just so irritating when they do stuff like that. It's like they don't think about the victims. They're just thinking about the people causing the problems. Okay, where's my cricket? There you are. Like a fifth time is going to be any different. That's so irritating. Just trying to get anything wet on the edge off. And if I need to touch it up in a spot here or there, I can. It's not thick on there, so I can. I touched the middle there, so I'm going to have to cover that up, but have a couple spots that I need to fix. I figure I'd do that really quick here. while that other spot is, or the side is drying. This had bright green writing on it, so, you know, it doesn't always cover up the easiest. And I'm not worried about the bottom because the bottom's going to be covered. And I think I changed my mind about my craft tomorrow, Wendy. Or not tomorrow. Mine's the next day. So, hey, there's still time for me to change my mind another time. You know how we change our minds all the time. You know, one day I had everything planned out, and then I changed my mind right before the literally 10 minutes before I was supposed to go live. I changed my mind and decided on a completely different craft and had to grab everything else really quickly because I already had everything else out for the other one. But hey, the other craft turned out really good. It's like one of those happy accidents. It's actually drying pretty quick. Hi, Anne. I see that darn green poking through. I think a lot of us do that, honestly. Okay, where are you? There you are. So I'm working on doing, well, once I get the desk that I want, I'm going to have it set up to where, there we go, that's good. I'm going to have it set up to where, well, the Ring camera is not going to be quite so far away, so you'll be able to see the craft more. And with the new thing I'm getting, I'll be able to extend it really, or adjust it really easy, so I can actually bend it over and I can adjust it to where you can see the top of the craft. And at some point I may even just get a second camera just so that you can see the top of it all the time. And then that way you guys can see the craft better, because I know sometimes from further away it's harder to see. But with the one I'm getting, it helps adjust it better. Okay. So that's our base. If any of it's wet, it will dry before we're done. Come on, go back. No, wrong way. Okay, so I just took one of the pumpkins. It's one of the bigger ones, and I cut it in half. And then this was just the next size down, so I cut that one in half. When you cut these in half, don't throw away your little things here, because if you don't use them, you never know. You might, like this one did not originally come on this pumpkin. So it came with, I think, this one here. So, you know, you never know. You might not like the one that originally comes on a certain size. Like I didn't like this one. You can always put it on a different size pumpkin. Not a problem. So it's always a good idea to keep the extra little stuff like that. Okay, let's just start with the orange. And it's not going to be a bright, bright orange. Just going to do that so it doesn't get quite all over the place. So this is Waverly chalk paint in the color pumpkin. And for like, well, pretty much any of these, I suggest going over the back of, not all of the back, but like the corner here, in case it doesn't quite sit exactly even, then that way you don't see the foam. So don't forget, tomorrow is the cow event. The edges, yeah. Tomorrow is the cow event. It's a 2-day event, so it's tomorrow and the next day. It's an event that I am co-hosting with Wendy from Dusty Granny Crafts by Wendy. So it's her event group is Dusty Granny's event group, and mine is Creative Kinship Event Group. We also created another group for when we do events together, so that all of those lives are in one spot. And then that just kind of gives us an idea, you know, to be able to see all the events that we do together. Okay, you need to go away. There we go. And so that one's Creative Kinship and Dusty Granny's collaboration event group. And you don't have to try and remember all of them, because they are all going to be in the description of each live. So you'll be able to find it. I haven't thought that far yet. I have December planned and not November. I have all the events figured out for December, but not November yet. Oh. I wish I had my pills in here, but I don't. All right. Just a tail and a tad bit nauseous at the moment. But I'm not going to disturb the dogs. Okay, that one is done. You want to do it on low. Really? How many times are you going to do this, you dumb thing? I think my tablet has a problem. Because it, it keeps restarting. It closes my app for Facebook and it restarts it. It's weird. And kind of irritating. It's light and it's a little awkward to hold. And I see some spots I need to repaint since I hit it. And I got rid of my paintbrush. Yeah, we have the Holly Jolly Bakery event. I don't have any other events scheduled yet. Oh, that could be. I can't see from that angle. There we go. This thing is so light. Oh, there, I have a better grip on it now. It's just so light that it easily can fall out of your hands. I don't know why I just painted or tried to get the bottom perfect, because you're not going to see the bottom. Do the edge here. My clock is an hour off in here. When is daylight savings time? I know you have to work in the morning. Okay, it's sitting there. I'm not going to keep trying to hold on to it. Yeah, I can't remember when daylight savings time is. Okay, sounds good, Wendy. So yeah, our 3-day event, November 3rd. Okay. I'll leave it. I've dealt with this being an hour off for all this time. It's not going to hurt a couple more months. I just haven't been in here a whole lot, so I just keep forgetting that it's an hour off. Mostly this time of night I forget more than during the day. Good night, Wendy. Thank you for sprinkling, Tammy. And I won't be coming on this late probably every time. It's just I forgot I was going to go live. I didn't have a set time or anything, so I just completely forgot about it until my brother mentioned it. And there are a few spots where the original orange is still shining through, but I actually kind of like it that way. A real pumpkin's not perfect, so that's okay. Okay, so we're going to use moss for the next one. And then I need to figure out what I'm... there we go. I need to figure out what I'm putting at the top. This one is completely foam. So the other one was like... it had the inner part was empty. This one is all foam. I wish they were all kind of that way. It gives me more of a surface to paint or to glue on, not paint. When they have all of it that way. A fork would come in handy. Just saying. It would keep it from spinning. Like a plastic fork or something. Hey, people use spoons for crafts. I could use a fork for holding a pumpkin still. I need to remember to call my doctor's office tomorrow. Because unfortunately, I have another UTI. So I'm just not feeling that great today. The pain's not as bad today, but that is not pleasant. Oh yeah, I used that in. That's why it's not going the rest of the way in. Okay. I'm going to dry some of it so I can actually touch it. Yeah, I'll do that. Since this is foam, it will melt very easily. And I will need to do another coat. I can look and let you guys know what time I'm going to be live, but I won't be live tomorrow. I'll be live the next day. Okay. I'm not using that tablet right now. It's driving me nuts, so I'm just going to use my phone. There we go. I don't know why I didn't show the comments at first. It's being weird. Actually, I have to be able to. That's thick. Yep, it is. Give me 1 second here. There we go. That is weird. It's like, it's not telling me any of the... Okay, I think it's working now. It was like telling me the last comment was way back. It's like, no, I've seen those. Wrong temperature. Actually, let's just let that dry. I sat it on the lid and it wanted to tip. Let's just let that one dry for the moment, and I'm going to paint the other one. Oh, ow. Oh, for crying out loud. That's not opening. Jeez. Talk about hard to open. There we go. I had big chunks, I guess, on it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this one going. I'm going to take those off really quick, and I can go over who's in the event while I'm doing this. Okay, so day one, the event that's tomorrow, so that's going to start at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's going to be Raven. She's going to start it off with Craftifornia Dreaming. Then at 1 p.m. is Pretty Pieces by Michelle. And then at 2 p.m. is Midwest Angel Boutique, which is Angela. And then Shelly by the Shore Crafting. Then Nita's Crafting Corner. Then Coastal Creations by K&S, which is Chris. And Coastal Creations, or Country, I can't even talk today. Country Creekside Creations, which is Shanta. And then Wreck-It Ralph Crafting. Then Dusty Granny's Crafts by Wendy is going to end the event at 8 p.m. Eastern. So she'll craft until 11. So the event that day is from 2 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern. Then day 2, which is the 19th, is from 2 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. So we have Buttercup Creations, which is Blakely. We have Crafting and Creating with Christina. Then we have Kiss a Frog Crafts with Judy. Then we have Strength Hope Crafts, and her name is Tanya. And then Wonderful Whimsicals by Mandy. And then Nana's Nook, which her name is Lori. T's Crafts and Creations. Teresa's L Creations. Country Loving Market, who's Beverly. And this is Beverly's first time in both event groups. Then we have Midnight Creations by Stephanie, and then I'm closing out the event at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hi, Fern. This last set wants to fight with me. Okay. Making a mess here. Not too much of one, though. Just now saw the paint on the back of my hand. Okay. So my phone is not showing updated comments, that's for sure. So I started doing, I have a sublimation printer, and I started doing more stuff with that, and so that's what I use for my tumblers that I'm making now. I made one for my niece, and I'll be making another one for one of my nieces for her birthday in January. And then I made the one that I made for, or the niece that I made that first one for, I made her also a apron. And her tumbler was a pig one, and it had a little pig in a bucket, and it said a bucket full of oinks. And then I put her name on it. I just edited the name onto the image and did it that way. And that turned out really cute. And then I also made a Winnie the Pooh one. That one was originally going to be hers, but I changed my mind. I made it, and then I thought, oh, I want to customize hers with her name on it. And so I was going to make her another one just like it, and I changed my mind and decided to go with the pig one. I thought, well, with the pig one, at least it will outlast. She'll be able to use it when she gets older versus making her one kid themed and her not being able to use it, since it's the same size as this one here of mine. So that's mine with my logo on it. And they come with metal straws. And they also come with straw cleaners. So little wire cleaner thingies for the straw. Wire brush. Okay. Okay, so we have this one, we have this one, and this one. If you're going to be working with a lot of foam, I highly suggest you get the one that has the dual setting, because when you're working with foam, you're better off using the low temp. Otherwise, it's going to sizzle on you. Okay. So that's the way it's going to look, and we're going to get those glued on. And then we're going to add some moss down here, or not moss. Do I have moss? That's the question. Yeah, I have moss. I need to get the other moss. I do not like using this kind. It stinks. The other might stink too, but it's like really dirty. I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any other kind. So actually, I think I'll put some hay down here, and then maybe use a little bit of maybe. I know I'm holding it weird, but it always gets to my allergies really bad. So if you missed, I did cashew here and on the edge, and then I did the wax. Okay, so we're going to glue this on. When you use the low setting, you cannot be slow. You want to be as quick as possible, otherwise it hardens. Okay. Then our last one. Honestly, this would have been a good craft for my next event. Well, maybe not next one. I might do another one in between, but for the event that I'm gonna have, I haven't even put a poll out for it yet, but it's in. I can't remember if I was gonna do it at the end of September or beginning of October. Okay. So that's what we have so far. It's hard to get the pumpkins exactly straight when you're cutting them, so. I just don't like seeing the hot glue coming out of the top, so. But if it's a little bit, that's okay. I can just put some moss up. Ow. I poked myself with the weeding tool. I can stick some moss up there to hide that. But that's what we have so far. And then we're going to take, and I can put that back on high. I'm going to take some of this hay from Hobby Lobby. And if it sticks out of the side, that's okay. I can trim it up afterwards. So I'm just sticking some of this down towards the bottom. And I have this tray down below that catches, like, you can use it for glitter, you can use it for catching stuff like this when you're doing it. And I just stuck my finger in hot glue. I'm pretty sure my videos aren't like showing up as much with Facebook, because for more people to see it right now, because I haven't really been live as frequently as I used to be. But I think once I start going live more, we'll have more people. But that's all right. Generally, I always know, Tammy, that you're going to be here. I can always count on you being here. And I appreciate it. When I don't see you on here, it makes me wonder if you're sick or something. Hey, Megan. Ah. Don't stick your finger in hot glue. It hasn't been that hot because I had it on low, and now I don't, so now it's a little hotter than normal. I just hope that doesn't cause a blister. So a couple more spots I want to add. So I went ahead and I painted all these. Oh, yeah. You know, sometimes it makes me wonder if crafters even have fingerprints anymore. It's like, you know, we are always gluing things and getting glue on our fingers when they shouldn't be. Oh, I can see how someone, that's for darn sure. I've gotten some pretty bad blisters. You know what my worst blister was? Oh my gosh, that was horrifying. I got hot glue underneath my fingernail. It was like my pointer finger, I think. That seems to be the one I always, because I'm using that one to hold it. But I got glue under that nail. Oh my gosh, that was painful. I had to trim that nail as far back as I possibly could because it had a blister under the sticking nail. Oh, that was sticking painful. That was so painful. Oh my gosh. I have never had something hurt so bad in my life. Okay. So this you can find from Hobby Lobby right now. I highly suggest buying it if you do any farm craft crafts, or for Christmas if you do activity scenes, or Halloween crafts. So that's what we have so far. This already had beads. So now we're going to... Hey, Callie girl, hold on, little creepy butt. Mommy can't play play with you right now, sweetie. I know, that's a horrible ordeal when your mama won't play with you. Of course, it is at the very bottom. Okay, so I have some of these acorns, and I think I might... Move some of those down. So you've got some little acorns down there. And then oh, that's not the right moss. Yeah, I'll do the moss later. I don't want to touch that. I better put it in something. This is not the regular moss. That's not Spanish moss. That's just floral moss. I need to buy either some from Hobby Lobby or... I thought I had some, but I don't know where it is now. Callie? Callie, where are you? You okay? Did something fall on you, sweetie? You were snooping where you should not have been snooping, little girl. Let's see here. She was busy snooping, getting her little cute butt in trouble. So I'll put the moss on later. I'm going to put it kind of around here and then in between there to kind of cover any cracks. And then I'm going to take... Oh, okay. Do you normally get it at like Walmart? I think I'll do it at the top. Let me take... one more. Okay. So... Okay, let's start another baggie because I lost that one baggie I had. I just don't want to have a bunch of... I don't want to have a bunch of little acorns on the floor because my dogs tend to pick things up. So, my Dollar Tree hasn't had it in a very, very, very long time, and I'm bleeding. I don't know what I did. It's not bad, but The last couple times I bought it, it had clumps of dirt in it. And my gosh, my allergies acted up. I could hardly breathe. It was horrifying. And so the last couple times, and so I just haven't really liked to do it. But I noticed that the moss that you buy at like Hobby Lobby or Walmart don't have that. So I'm looking for a saying to put up here. So we have fall is proof that change is beautiful. We have fall breeze, autumn leaves. We have welcome to our patch. That would technically work. Leaves are falling, autumn's calling. The welcome to our patch. Is that the one you're talking about, Megan? Yeah, and it's kind of an easy one to do. So let me go grab my. You guys just need to move for 2 seconds. Thank you. Just need to grab my vinyl off the wall over here. As odd as that may sound. Let's see. Do I have those colors in here? And I do. And I'll grab those just so I don't have to disturb the dogs again. So I bought a new Cricut. The vinyl is stronger than I am, apparently. Okay, I'll just find my color I need. There you are. Okay, and then the last one. Thought I saw black in here, but maybe not. Yep. I was going to say, it might actually not have been black. It could have been a dark green that I saw, but it was black. Okay, put those there for now. See if your backer or front sheet thingy, your sheet, so that you have it. You can cover it when you're not using it. Okay. Let me just add this to the canvas. And we just need to measure it really quick. It's actually perfect, the exact size it is. Well, that worked out perfect. I didn't have to do anything. Okay, let's sit that over now. Sit that there. Hit make. Because I'm not sure what color they're going to put first. I'm assuming black. Are you guys on the mat thing or off the mat? On the mat. Hold on, I got a piece of my hair stuck to this. Give me a second. If I have any issues with my Cricut like I did last time, I won't make you guys sit there and watch. I'll just end it and then post a picture of it because I'm still getting the hang of this. I'm used to not having to fight with getting the vinyl onto the thing. Need to go a little further. Okay. Oh, I need one other color. So if you guys have commented, you're going to have to hold on just a minute. Okay. Okay, let me check comments really quick because they went off on my phone. Okay, there we go. Okay, no problem, Megan. Okay, it shouldn't be too much longer, guys. This is the biggest part that it needs to cut. The more I do this, the more I'll get used to it. Okay. So for this one, we're going to find it. I hit a button. There we go. Why did I sit down? Okay. So I'm just cutting off the extra that I don't need. Oh, I forgot to check the... Okay. This one's so tiny, I'm just going to cut it out. Okay. I'll deal with that one later. My goodness, there we go. Hi, Patty. Welcome. Sorry for the delay. I was cutting the vinyl on my Cricut, and I'm just getting used to this one. I still have it, Cricut Joy, and I just got a new Cricut Maker 3, so I'm getting used to that. So this is what we have so far. I painted this. This was a board from Dollar General, and I painted it and cut those in half and glued them on, and then glued the little acorns on and the hay. I don't have moss, but when I get moss, I'm going to add some moss there. So I'm cutting the vinyl for the words up here. So that's where we're at right now. So we're weeding the pumpkin, and we've got the letters here. I'll tell you what, for some reason the vinyl for the regular Cricut is easier to weed than the vinyl for the other Cricut. For the Cricut Joy. The Cricut Joy, that vinyl is really hard to weed. But then that vinyl also has a backing on it to where you don't have to use a mat. So I got this from Amazon. It has it's not a pen, it's a weeding tool. So it has a little point to it so that you can weed your vinyl. And get a good grip on it so you can get the letters off. So that works so well. It works really, really good. And you can't beat the price because it's very reasonable. You got like 2 of these for like $4 something or something like that. And I just got this bigger one because it has a cushion here for your hands. So if you're reading a lot of stuff, it helps. Okay, so I don't have to read. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to get these 2 on here. So this is our wording. Welcome to our patch. I'm just cutting the extra off so it doesn't try and pull anything up. Okay, just trying to get some bubbles out here. Okay, so, ow. Just poke myself with one of the weeding tools. Okay. We are almost done. And here we made it without me having to remove anyone. Mostly for this time of night, so that's a plus. Usually it's from YouTube and you guys don't even see it. So any of you who have YouTube, I do have my page on YouTube as well. When I do a live, because I'm trying to build both, so when I go live, I try to go live on both. And if I miss any of your messages when I'm live, it's generally because Facebook is weird. You can have 3 devices pulled up, and sometimes a comment you see on one device doesn't show up on another. So, I do, though, go over the live afterwards, and I try to reply to any that I may have missed. So you may get a reply from me even if I did answer you, because, it's hard to remember who you answered and who you didn't. So sometimes I may even answer a question twice. But if you do have YouTube, please follow me on YouTube as well so we can get that one growing. I need to scrape it a little harder. Okay, I was trying to make it even. When you go to remove your vinyl, don't do it straight up and down. If you can, roll it, and that helps. Hold on, Bindi. That helps with anything that's trying to come back up. And if you can kind of bend it over so it doesn't, if it does roll back over so it doesn't stick back over the whole thing, that helps also. Otherwise, I've had it to where I've gotten it almost all the way over and then I get to a corner that just doesn't want to work right. And then it rolls all the way back over everything I just did. And believe me, when that happens, that gets frustrating. Hold on, Ben. Okay, so we have welcome to our patch. And then now we'll just do a quick bow and we will be done. Sorry for the delay. Or for it taking so long, but thank you for those of you who were able to stay. And anyone who happens to catch the replay. I'll get faster again once I get used to doing more lives. Again. I'm not used to crafting this time of night. I used to all the time, and then I just started to not feel well. Always make sure you put a string down first. Ben, you need to wait. Come here. You probably have to go potty, but you have to wait. Callie, are you okay? Okay. Sometimes Callie has a seizure, and Bindi will carry on like that when Callie's having a seizure. So I just wanted to check. So this is double-sided, so you don't have to do your twist in and all that stuff. cannot believe I'm alive that long. Okay. Okay, let me fix this one really quick. That hurt. That really hurt. I think that one will have a blister. We'll set a blizzard. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So we've got a flower up there, and then I might and then let's put another one over here. And then I just need to glue this side down really quick. And one more. Okay, so we have that. I don't think we need any more leaves. I mean, I could put one hanging down on each side here, but we wouldn't need to. Should I add the last two here or leave it, do you think? Looks good. Oh, maybe it's not going to cause a blizzard. Oh, no. It's already there. I was looking at the wrong part of my finger. Oh, my goodness. Oh. What I typically do is I usually go over my vinyl with Mod Podge just to make sure that it's either Mod Podge or any other kind of sealer. Just to kind of make sure it stays on there good. You wouldn't have to if you're doing no one's going to put this sign outside. But for instance, if it was a sign that you would put outside, you can use a spray that will I think it's Scotchgard. It's one for outdoor like fabric. That's a really good one to use on the ribbon to keep the ribbon looking good if you're doing wreaths or stuff like that. And even to make the flowers even last longer. I made a spring wreath for my front door. It's been out there, and I haven't taken it down. It's been out there for 2 years. And the sun shines right on that door. And it's just now looking like it needs to be fixed. After 2 years of it being out there the entire time. Not being brought in anytime. So, that's a pretty good one for the flowers to last. And they were all Dollar Tree flowers. Everything stayed in there good. I have a couple spots I need to get the paint off of, but that actually doesn't look bad. And I can just kind of pick at it. But anyways, that is the craft I have for tonight. Now, don't forget that you're new, Patty, so you won't know this. Or more than likely won't know this. But I have an event group. It's Creative Kinship Event Group. And then I do events by myself, and I host events with another crafter who also has a crafting page. Hers is why am I drawing a blank at her crafting page? Or her, not her crafting page. Dusty Granny, that's what it is. Dusty Granny Events group. So that's hers, and then when we do collaborations, we also share it into a group we recently started, which is Creative Kinship and Dusty Granny's collaboration event group. And so we host events by ourselves and together. And we're hosting a cow event tomorrow and the next, well, it's today now because it's after midnight, and the next day. So the 18th and the 19th, it's a 2-day event. The 18th is from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, and the 19th is 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'll be crafting on the second day, so I'll be crafting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard on the 19th. But definitely check out the event. There's a lot of amazing crafters in it. You'll be able to catch all of the replays in any of those 3 groups, and they're all listed on the flyer. So if you check out my page, you'll be able to find the flyer with all the everyone's crafting page name and the name of all 3 of the groups. But thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I hope you all have a good rest of your evening. And hopefully, I see you guys not tomorrow, but the next day. Or, well, it's actually tomorrow. The whole being after midnight thing is kind of screwing me up here. But I hope to see you guys on the 19th. I am going to be doing more lives, so outside of just events again. So I'll try to post ahead of time. I do have a group, and it's posted on my page as well, where you can join it so you get notified when I go live, because, Facebook, you don't always get notified. You can also go into, if you follow the page, you can go into, you click where it says you're following, and it's where you can change or set someone as a favorite, but you can also change your notifications. So usually Facebook automatically sets everyone as a highlight. If there's someone you absolutely want to be notified when they go live, then you want to just select it so that you get notified for anything that they post. And then that way you don't miss out on something. But unfortunately, Facebook does it to where it just gives everyone the highlights, and it's just whatever they deem as a highlight. So, anyways, hope you guys have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.